Hello, dear students. I am Samir Velankar. I welcome all of you to this video, which is based on the topic binary search. Actually, binary search is a searching technique which can be performed only on a sorted array. That means if we are given a sorted array, only then we can perform binary search. As you all know, searching is a process of finding whether a value is present or not in a given array. And the name given to this searching technique is binary search because it uses divide and conquer approach. Now, what it does, binary, as the name suggests, given a sorted array, you know, this search will split the array or divide the array into two equal halves and then again divide it into two equal halves. Keep this doing repeatedly till the value is found. Let's see straight away what the technique is using lots and lots of examples. But first of all, we are given a sorted array, as you see, array which is sorted and size is n. So the locations are 0 to n minus 1. And we want to search a key, some value. Key is the value that is x. And search whether key x is present in the array or not. Here goes the first example. Now I have taken an array A of size 12. That means the locations are 0 to 11. And it is sorted in increasing order. So here is the array A with values like 10, 12, 19, 22, and so on. And the last value being 72, which is the 11th location. I have taken two indexes, left, which starts with 0, and right, which starts with 11. So left and right are the two counters which are started from two extremes of the array. And now we want to search, let's say we want to search x equal to 30. Is 30 present in the array? Now you can check that 30 is really present at location 5. So binary search should announce that 30 is present at location 5. Now what's the procedure? We will take two counters left and right. Let left equal to 0 and right equal to n minus 1, that is 11. So left and right have started from two extremes. Now given this left and right, we will find midpoint of the array. Let's call it as mid. And mid is found by adding left and right and dividing it with 2. So observe that left is to be added with right and then the addition has to be divided by 2. So left is 0 and right is 11. So 0 plus 11 upon 2 is going to be 11 upon 2. And 11 upon 2, remember we are talking about integer arithmetics, will not be 5.5 but it will be 5 as written. Now what we do is as mid is 5, I'll better mark it, mid is 5. Here we go. Fifth location is the midpoint. We will ask a very simple question. Is that midpoint storing the value x which we are looking for? So we are going to check, watch this, we are going to check if a of mid is equal to x and a of mid, observe, a of mid is 30, a phi is 30 and x is also 30 that we are looking for. So the search terminates announcing that yes, the key is present at the fifth place. Now, whenever I discuss this example on binary search in the classroom, students obviously do not like it because every student knows that teacher had actually manipulated and purposely took the value as 30 because teacher knew that fifth location is going to be the midpoint, and as fifth location is the midpoint, we will quickly get a of mid, that is a of phi, matching with x. There are students who then ask me, what if the x that we were searching was not 30? Then the value won't be found at midpoint. But this is the simplest of the cases where a student can know what's happening initially in the binary search and the value is immediately found at midpoint, so the search terminates. Let's go for complex example. Let us say that we are searching for key equal to 19. Here we go. One more example and lots of example like this. Suppose we are searching for key x equal to 19. Now watch that 19 is present at second location. So what are the steps? Now instead of writing it in English like this, I have shown a table. Left begins with 0 as you all know and right begins with 11. Binary search always begins with the two counters left and right starting from two extremes. So left is 0 and right is 11 and we calculate the mid. Mid is calculated as left plus right upon 2. So this time 0 plus 11 upon 2, that is 11 upon 2, is going to be 5. Now we got 5 as midpoint. I'll better mark it in the array here. Mid is 5. Then we simply go and check this line. Check, is a of mid equal to x? But a of mid is 30. And what we are looking for, x, is 19. So 30 equal to 19 is false. What that means is we have found mid, but our value x, which we were looking for, is not present at midpoint. What are we looking for, by the way? We are looking for x equal to 19. And this value 19 is not present at the midpoint. But then where can be 19 if 19 is not present at the midpoint? Here comes the big part. You all know that this array is sorted in increasing order and we are looking for 19. Come on now, this midpoint is storing 30. So where can be 19? If 19 is present, it should be to the left of this 30 because the array is sorted. 19 is less than 30. So 19, if present, must be somewhere to the left of this location, isn't it? I hope you are understanding. That means 19 has to be there. If it is there, it should be to the left of the mid, to the left partition of the mid, isn't it? We are not including mid now because we know that midpoint is not storing x. And surely if x is present, if 19 is present, it should be to the left of the mid. So I have bordered, I have marked only the elements to the left of the mid, which are 0 to 4. That means if 19 is present, it should be present between 0 to 4. So what do you do then? Is that the right counter? I'll just clean the slate. The right counter here, which was 11, will no more be 11, but we got the mid as 5 and we know that 19 must be there to the left of mid. Then we will make right equal to mid minus 1. So here comes right. Right is now 4, but notice left remains 0. What that means is now our partition in which we are searching x is no more 0 to 11. Now we are going to search x not from 0 to 11, but we are going to search x from 0 to 4. That is from left to right. Isn't it so? So that's what I have described over here. You see, we are searching 19. So the description goes like this. Left is 0, right is 11, so mid is 5. Just check, is a of mid equal to x? Is 30 equal to 19? This is false. So at midpoint, we do not get x, that is 19. Then let's ask, okay, a of mid is not equal to x, but is a of mid less than x? Now a of mid is 30 and we are looking for 19. Then whatever is there at the mid, it is not less than 19, isn't it? This is also false. So let's ask one more question. If a of mid, that is 30, is greater than 19, whatever is there at the mid, is it greater than x? Is it greater than 19? That's true. So therefore, we know that the value that we are looking for must be to the left of the mid because mid is storing a value greater than 19, greater than x. Then 19 must be to the left. So therefore, we make, just check this, we make right equal to mid minus 1. What is mid? Mid is 5. So right is mid 4. Now we will be looking for a value from left to right. That means from 0 to 4, and we won't be looking for a value from 0 to 11. So that are the changes which have occurred here. left is 0 and right is 4. Notice right was 11, but now right has become 4. Okay. So what next we should do? We have now got new value of right. Although left has not changed, but we have got new value of right. So now we will recalculate the mid. You know that mid is evaluated by adding left and right and dividing them with 2. So this is going to be 0 plus 4 upon 2, which is 2. So mid is 2. So now observe, we have got midpoint as 2, and remember right is now 4. Right is no more 11. Isn't it so? Now we have got a new mid, and we will just peep in there. We will check what is stored at mid. Is it equal to the value we were looking for? So the question asked is, the first question is, if A of mid is equal to X, is 19 equal to 19, which is true. So value is found at place 2, mid was 2 and value was found over there. So the search terminates. Isn't it so? Before we actually see the next example, just find out, are you understanding this? Suppose in this array I was searching for X equal to, let us say, let's say I was searching for X equal to, let me think, we are searching for 60, 56, let's say 56. So how will you start? You start left equal to 0, right equal to 11. Find out the midpoint. Midpoint will be 5 on, of course. 0 plus 11 upon 2. 11 upon 2 is 5. Check, is this midpoint storing 56? Your key, which is false. So if the midpoint is not storing 56, where can be 56? Come on, 56 must be to the right, because the key stored at the midpoint is less than 56. If A of mid is less than X, then value stored at mid is less than the key that we are searching. So the key is larger key must be to the right of mid. Then we are going to change left counter. Are you understanding? Now we are going to search our key from mid plus 1 to right, isn't it? This is the region where the key can be present, to the right of mid, because 56 is larger than midpoint value 30. So the counter that we will now change will be left this time. Isn't it so? Look, we are looking for X equal to 56, and this was the mid we got. Mid was 5. So now we are going to change the left. Left is now going to become 6. So that means we are searching value from left to right. Now what next? We have got new left. Although right is 11, we will again find mid. Now mid is 6 plus 11, left plus right, 6 plus 11 upon 2, which is 17 upon 2, which is 17 upon 2 is 8, isn't it? We are talking about integer arithmetics. So mid, which was 5, will be now 8. I hope you are understanding. We have got a new mid. Then simply go to this mid location and check, is it 56? Yes, it is. And the value found, the key X, was present at the midpoint, and the search terminates. 56 is found. I hope you have understood the search. Now let's see the next example. That was what I was discussing. If we want to search 56, then left is 0, right is 11, first time mid is 5, but then mid is not storing 56. But then A of mid is less than 56, isn't it? As A of mid is less than 56, we will change left, and left will become midpoint plus 1. So left happens to be 6. And for this left and right, we again find new mid. New mid is 6 plus 11, that is 17 upon 2. 17 upon 2 is 8. And now as we have got a new mid, we will just ask that midpoint, is it storing X? That is 56, and it is. So search terminates when the mid is 8. Let's see one more example. Here at the bottom of the screen, I have taken a value 65. Now help yourselves before you read the explanation. If we are searching 65, then search begins with left equal to 0 and right equal to 11. We will find mid is 5. And just go to mid and ask, is it storing 65, our key? It isn't. But then you easily know 65 must be to the right because it is greater than 30. What we observe is that A of mid is less than 65, less than X. As the midpoint is storing a lesser value than the key is larger, isn't it? As key is larger, it must be to the right. So which counter will you change? Obviously, you will change left. Left will become mid plus 1. So that we will say now we are going to search our key in the right partition here between 6 to 11. So we have got a new left. Left is now 6. As left is 6 and right is 11, we will again find mid. The mid is 6 plus 11, that is 17 upon 2, which is 8. Now just go to the new mid and ask, is it storing our key 65? No, it isn't. Then ask, is A of mid, that is 56, is it below the key? Is it less than the key? It is. So if this key 65 has to be there, it should be to the right of mid, isn't it? That means we are going to search this portion, which I am marking. Naturally, you will be changing left again. Left will become mid plus 1. So left becomes 9 because mid was 8. So now we have got left equal to 9 and right equal to 11. Left is 9 and right is 11. We are searching for key x equal to 65. For this 9 and 11, we will again find midpoint. That is 9 plus 11, 20 upon 2. 20 upon 2 is 10. So we have found a new mid. And we'll just go to that mid and first question we will ask is it storing our key 65? Oh yes, it is storing, isn't it? And the search terminates when mid is 10. Great, isn't it? So just help me here. What if we were searching for a value 10? Let's take this bordermost element. We are searching for a value 10. How will the search operate? Left is 0, right is 10. Mid will be 5. Just check. A of mid is not x, is not 10. But A of mid is greater than 10. It is greater than 10, isn't it? A of mid is greater than 10. Must be 10 must be to the left. So you will change the value of right. Right will become mid minus 1. That means you are going to concentrate only between 0 to 4. So now we have left equal to 0 and right equal to 4. Right is 4. What will you do? Again find out the mid. Mid will come out to be 2. 0 plus 4 upon 2. Just check this 19. Is it 10? Because the key we are searching is 10. No. Then is this key, is this mid greater than x? Oh, I think for 30 I said it is less than. Sorry. Is it greater than x? Just manage this. Now 19 is greater than x, isn't it? That means 10 is lesser. So we should go to the left. Surely 10 must be present to the left of the mid. So what are you going to do? You are going to change right. Right will become equal to 1, mid minus 1, isn't it? Yes. So now right is equal to 1. Left is 0 and right is 1. Okay. We are now searching 10 in this part. Let's find mid again. Mid is 0 plus 1 upon 2. Be careful. 0 plus 1 upon 2 is 1 upon 2, which is 0, isn't it? It's not 0.5. So mid we have got now is 0. Just go and ask at the mid. At the mid. Is it 10? The value that we are looking for? Yes, it is. And the value is present at the place 0. Great. Let's see one more example. Now, this is an interesting example. Here we go. Now, have you noticed all the examples I took where if the key was present, isn't it? What if the key is absent? How does binary search come to know? Or rather, when does binary search come to know that the key is absent? Let's take an example. Here key is 68. Now you notice 68 is not present in the array. After 65, we have got 72. 68 is absent. Now, if the key is absent, then there will be a stage reached when left will become greater than right. You all know that left approaches to the right, towards the right side, right approaches towards the left side, and left and right are coming closer. And there will be a stage when left will cross the right, left will cross over, and left will become greater than right. So when left becomes greater than right, we are going to stop and announce that the key is absent. Let's see very fast. How do you search x equal to or key equal to 68? Left is 0, right is 11, mid is 5. Let's go to this midpoint and check, is it 68? No. Then ask, is mid less than 68? Yes. That means the key we are searching is larger than value at the mid. So it must be, the key must be to the right. So we are going to change left. Left will become mid plus 1. Left will become 6. For new left and right, 6 and 11, find out the new mid, which is going to be 8. At the new mid, ask, is it storing the key 68? It isn't. Then again, at the new mid, you ask, is the midpoint storing a value less than 68? Yes. So midpoint is having a value less than the key. So key must be to the right. So we are going to change left again. Left will become mid plus 1. Obviously, we are now searching our value between 9 to 11. You will agree that if 68 is there, 68 must be there between 60 and 72. Come on, 68 is in between this range, isn't it? So left is 9 and right is 11 now. So what next? For left equal to 9 and right equal to 11, search mid again. Mid is 9 plus 11, 20. 20 upon 2 is 10. Let's go to mid and check, is it 68? It isn't. But is A of mid less than 68? Yes, it is. So if 68 is present, it must be present to the right of 65. That means we are going to change left, and left will become equal to 11, mid plus 1, isn't it? Now you observe both left and right are 11. That means left has now met right. They are equal. Well, still continue the search. It might be that at this location, the same location value is present. So search continues even when left is equal to right. For this left and right, we find out the midpoint. Midpoint is going to be 11 plus 11 upon 2. That is 22 upon 2, which is 11. So here is the mid. And just ask this mid location, is it storing 68? No. Then is the value at mid less than 68? No, it is larger than 68, isn't it? 72 is larger than 68. That means 68 must be to the left of the mid. So whenever a value is to the left of the mid, we are going to change right counter. And right counter was 11. Now right counter will become 10. Isn't it so? I hope you are following this. Now this is next to nonsense. Left is 11. Observe, left in the diagram is 11 and right is 10. How can you now search a value where left has crossed the right? That means we have exhausted the search. Now the search must terminate saying that left has become greater than right and we are sure that the value is absent. I hope you have understood and you will go through this explanation written in black for how the value is absent. Now I have got something to show you before I end this discussion. Here we go. Now suppose I have an array. I just don't write all this working every time. I just want to show you the partition over here and the divide and conquer. Let's say the value we are given an array like this: 10, 15, 20, 25, 28, 32, 65, then 68 and 72. Locations are 0, 0 to 8. That means 9 elements are there. And let's say we are asked to search x equal to, let's say, 20. Search this value. Then first things first, left is 0 and right is 8 and the midpoint is 4. And we just check, is mid storing 20? It isn't it? But then where should be 20? 20 should be to the left. So what are we doing in fact is that we are taking this left partition 0 to 0 to 3 and we are saying I am now going to search 20 only in this partition and we are going to drop this right partition because 20 can't be there in the right partition. Now left is 0 and right is 3 and we find out the midpoint. Midpoint is going to be 0 plus 3 upon 2. 3 upon 2 is 1. and we will just check, is this midpoint 15 storing, is this midpoint 1 storing 20? And it isn't, but 20 must be to the right of 15 because it is larger. That means we are going to concentrate elements from 2 to 3. So we are now taking the right partition which is storing 2 to 3 elements, and we say that if 20 is present, it must be present to the right of 15, that is right of midpoint. So L has become 2 and R has become 3, or R is 3. We find out the midpoint now. Midpoint is 2 plus 3 upon 2, which is 5 upon 2, which is 2. So mid is 2, and we simply check this mid. Is it storing the value 20? It is, and the value is found at the second place. Possibly this diagram explains the divide and conquer strategy, where we repeatedly find out the midpoint and we either take the left partition or we take the right partition to search. Now in the next video, we will see the algorithm for binary search. First, I will teach non-recursive algorithm. We call it as iterative algorithm. And in next video, I will teach recursive algorithm for binary search. We will also analyze the time complexity of binary search in coming videos. Thank you very much.